everyone, welcome to the first matchup of the NBA Cup. There is a lot of excitement in this building tonight. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. So the New York starting five, the two forwards, Bridges and Anunoby. Jalen Brunson out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Towns in at the center, filling out the middle. And for Chicago, Buzelis out there with Vucevic. Then it's Trey Jones. Then it's Isaac Okoro. And it's Giddey in at the two-guard spot. And we have a little extra spice to this game tonight. This is the first game of the NBA Cup for each of these teams.
Well, with only 4 games in the group stage, you have to get off to a good start. This is a big game for both teams in the Cup. And, of course, this game counts in the regular season as well.
Now here's Brunson. 5 to shoot. That one's in, his first shot this game.
That's toughness. That's ability to absorb contact and finish. That is Jalen Brunson in a nutshell.
Now here's Jones. Here's Vucevic. Great D on that shot, and it's off the mark. Bridges with it. Guarded now by Okoro. Bridges shot. Good.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hops to score inside. Nicely done.
Jones looking for an opening. And the layup's good off the glass.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
But I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
On deep, Brunson. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, guys, the Knicks look to go a little deeper down their bench this season. To that end, they signed veterans Jordan Clarkson and Gershon Yabusele. They fortify their reserves, and they hope it will bolster their roster for another deep playoff run.
With them in a good position. All right, Shams, we appreciate the report. Here's Jones after the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns.
Vucevic knows who he is. This guy is a close scorer, legit threat to finish it with authority.
The Knicks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Brunson the pass to Towns. It's stolen by Vucevic. Here's Buzelis. He's guarded by Anunoby. A nice shot by Okoro. And it's a tie ball game.
Defense going to live with that one. Okoro just making a tough contested shot.
We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Just a bit ago, Billy Donovan and I were able to chat. Coach talked about avoiding bumping Brunson on drives. He told me sometimes Jalen moves into defenders, and you can almost pull the chair if you move yourself. Let him slip his momentum in a direction without allowing him to revert to shooting. We think it can make a difference. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Allie. The Knicks have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Shamet on the wing. Bridges outside. Just 5 on the clock. Brunson with a clean look. Hits the three-point bomb. Brunson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
It's about the work for Jalen Brunson. He's put in a ton of time to become a knockdown shooter.
And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Over to the left wing. Lets it go from deep. Knicks with the rebound. And going against Chicago, their first meeting of the season.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
You take nothing for granted. These teams are very familiar with one another, and we expect a close contest.
Now, here's Anunoby. Isaac Okoro missing his last shot. Towns a screen on Jones. And Brunson, here we go. And he gets it to go.
Boy, how about that conversion by Jalen Brunson? This has become a staple of his game.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
That one falls for Brunson. Well, if we look back at when things began to shift for the Knicks, Norris, it started with Jalen Brunson.
Well, I think certainly, Kevin, he is exactly the kind of leader you would want. Is he highly skilled? Of course he is. But he's about the work every day, and he sets the tone for his team.
Challenging the bigger defender, cutting him down to size with that one.
It is not an easy task trying to convert against length. Give him credit for taking on that challenge.
Jordan Clarkson, he's checked in for New York.
Kevin Herter. One shot.
Free throw good, Herter. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Hart with the screen for Bridges. Pass to Yabusele. Hart gets to Clarkson. Shot clock at 5. Good work defensively by Carter. From deep three-point territory, Jalen Brunson has been on display for New York. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Knicks?
People say the mid-range shot is dying, but so far in this one, that has not been the case for this team.
And they've also shown dominance in the paint so far tonight, really putting the work in down low.
They've got Kevin Herter. Dosunmu is out there with Williams. And it's Smith. And it's Carter in at the point guard. That's the group on the floor for Chicago. Now, here's Hart. Hoping to put that miserable performance against Milwaukee behind him tonight. Carter against Clarkson. Three-pointers off the mark. Bulls trail by 3. Herter passes to Carter. Here's Smith. Here's Dosunmu. Hasn't made one yet. And it's Dosunmu with the jam.
Go into the rack with energy, and the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
And now let's send it over to our courtside.
Find a way to win. They never quit. Bringing that New York mentality every single night. It's something that you recognize when you get to live in that kind of a culture. Back to you guys.
They are relentless. All right, Allie, we appreciate the report. Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Okoro's checked in for Dosunmu. Josh Giddey comes in for Kevin Herter. And Jones subbed in for Javon Carter. Now, here's Hart. Pass to Shamet for 3. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Now here's Giddey. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Smith with a screen on Bridges. Lets it go with a 3. Giddey, no good. New York leading by 4. Hart kicks to Shamet. And he converts the layup. Shamet's got 5 points now in the quarter. And this is game 1 of the group play stage of the NBA Cup. Teams are divided into 6 groups of 5.
And while those groups
are randomly selected in the drawing, there is an attempt to kind of keep them balanced with teams slotted from different tiers based on their previous season record.
Josh Hart hammering it down. That's a message right there.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy.
And looking to stop this run and get back on track.
Really?
Changes for Chicago. Vucevic checked in for Smith. And Buzelis subbed in for Williams. And then for New York, Towns, he's checked in for Mitchell Robinson. Jordan Clarkson comes in for Gershon Yabusele. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Mikal Bridges. And we're now a little over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Okoro finds Jones. And here is Giddey. Pocket 6 to the middle. Vucevic. And Vucevic throws it down.
Savvy decision by Josh Giddey. This guy in pick and roll action. Look out.
2 minutes remaining.
Pass to Shamet.
2 minutes.
Here's Towns. 1:51 left in the first half. The 11-footer, and the Knicks good for 2.
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
Zador's with his diverse offensive repertoire. Karl Anthony Towns is a matchup nightmare.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the reason being, he's right. He's one of the greatest shooting bigs in history, but the man is a great straight-line driver. Good luck checking him.
And battling hard on the glass, they hold the advantage here so far.
Towns sets the pick for Brunson. Pass to Clarkson. Here's Shamet. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence. Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Chicago shooting their second and third shots at the line right here.
Isaac Okoro. 2 shots.
That's good from Okoro. For the Knicks, OG Anunoby comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Bridges in for Clarkson. And both free throws good for Okoro. There's 49 seconds left now here in the second. Pass to Shamet. Back to Brunson. Over Jones. Brunson, no good. And it's Jones with the ball for the Bulls. 6-point game. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
And guys, they walked into the arena with a certain kind of swagger, and you really saw it play out on the offensive end.
And what surprised me was how easy they made it look. It seemed like they got something out of every possession.
Here's Brunson. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
And this will be his second and third shots at the line here.
For the Knicks, Jalen Brunson. 2 shots.
Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Good on both. 5 seconds left in the second quarter. And stolen by Anunoby. And no good. And so it's the New York Knicks with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Well, we've got a moment now. Let's go courtside to Allie LaForce. Allie.
Carl, you were able to build the lead, but what's the key to maintaining it or even increasing it going forward?
I mean, don't change what we're doing. Just stay together, keep passing the ball, keep playing great defense, and just keep making them think and make decisions, especially the difficult ones.
Consistency is a beautiful thing. Thanks, Carl.
Allie, thank you for that interview. And now we're at halftime. And we'll be back to bring you more basketball after this.
Welcome, everyone, as we dig into the details. Things working out so far for the New York Knicks. And the way this thing is going, I wouldn't be surprised if it comes down to the last few possessions.
You know what your killer Kissel Nicholas always says, Ernie? Keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
What are you even talking about, Shaq?
Ernie switches seats with me. I need to get closer to Kenny. What'd you say, Kenny?
I definitely do not want to be in the middle of this. Turning back now to that game we've been watching. A positive first half for the Knicks.
You see their intent right away, Shaq. I mean, finding high percentage shots, that's great. Right now, that's their advantage.
Yeah, they've established a strong foundation offensively, and they're building on that. And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan as the game's about to resume.
And welcome back to the second half of our Halloween broadcast. One guy who's been getting it done is Jalen Brunson.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
Second half underway, and here's who Mike Brown's got on the floor. The 1-2 punch of Anunoby and Towns are inside for him. Landry Shamet is out there with Jalen Brunson, and it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. Here's Brunson after the made shot from Nikola Vucevic. Brunson, the bounce pass. Bridges for 3, and it's Chicago with the rebound. Giddy with it, still scoreless. And there's a whistle. That goes on Landry Shamet. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Now Okoro to the paint. Shamet with the steal.
Well, getting in the lane and making your presence known is a crucial part of the defense for these guys.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Well, teammate Josh Hart may call Jalen Brunson the king of New York, but Brunson says, I would never consider myself a face of the franchise, but I'm a leader of this team. That's what I want to do, and I am grateful for the opportunity. I don't take this for granted. Guys, back to you.
Yeah, staying humble. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. Okoro shot is off. The Knicks leading by 4. Brunson outside. Pass to Anunoby. It's up a 3. New York, no good that time either.
Third straight miss to start the half. Ouch.
And when you watch OG Anunoby, what stands out most to you, Doris?
Oh, Kevin, you can't make me pick just one. I mean, this guy is elite on the defensive end of the floor. He's always going to give you great effort. And you better look out on the offensive end. OG Anunoby is starting to become a problem.
Now, here's Shamet after the miss from Vucevic. Brunson outside. Just 5 to shoot. Anunoby outside. They need this one. No good off the front iron.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
At the top of the key, Buzelis. Jones, the pass to Giddy. Pushes it. It's rebounded by Anunoby. And so Anunoby will bring it up for the New York Knicks. Searching for that first bucket here in the third. In the corner, Okoro with it. Giddey surveying the D.
2 minutes.
Jumps up. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to go on Buzelis. You know, DB, I heard some NBA officials talking about having a feel for the game and them drawing a line between playing aggressive and playing rough. What are your thoughts on that?
You know, Kev, this is so fascinating to me because we've seen a reversion back to a little bit more of a physical game. But without some definitive guidelines, it makes the official's job harder. Well, what you love about Mikal Bridges is he is going to accept whatever his coaches and team ask of him. This is what's allowed him to be successful.
Here's Buzelis. To the wing on the left. Bridges with the steal. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Good work there as it goes. Hart's got the lead up to 8 now for the Knicks.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
And Billy Donovan wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. Williams is checked in for Buzelis. At this break in the action, we can show you the teams that had the most rebounds last season. The Bulls third.
Well, they made a huge commitment to rebounding last year, and it showed in the numbers. They were spectacular.
Dosunmu with it. He's against Bridges. Jones with the bounce pass. Vucevic finds Dosunmu. 5 on the clock, and Karl-Anthony Towns pulls it down. Here's Bridges. Makes it off the glass. And now a 10-point Knicks lead.
And creating a little separation here, gaining some confidence.
Well, if you continue to execute at both ends, you can build on this lead.
It is good. 8 points for Vucevic.
Anytime someone can knock down mid-range J's, it opens up the floor. Nikola Vucevic doing just that.
Towns sets the pick for Hart. That 3 off the mark. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Jones, the pass to Williams. And here is Okoro. Puts up a deep 3. Goes back up. And it's Vucevic missing. And so it's New York holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. Let's take a listen to a recent huddle from Coach Billy Donovan.
We know the right way and the wrong way to play, okay? The ball needs to hop right now. That's when we're at our best. We need to start playing together right now, because when we get to the rim and move it, we're getting anything we want.
Emphasizing the unselfish play, Billy D knows that's when they perform their best.
I mean, no question, when this team's sharing the basketball and everyone's playing for each other, they are a much tougher out.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. They've got Dosunmu. Jalen Smith is out there with Williams. Then it's Josh Giddey. And it's Herter in at the shooting guard. That's the 5 out there for the Bulls. A shot by Clarkson, no good.
You know, things haven't clicked for him offensively, but other guys around him, give them credit. They're filling in the gaps.
And it's Williams finishing it off.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. The Knicks leading by 4. Pass to Hart. Outside, Towns. Hart. Shoots over Dosumu. New York, no good that time either. And Chicago shooting 43% from the field. Smith outside. Herder against Clarkson. Step back shot. And he overshot that one, missing. And so Clarkson will bring it up for New York. They've led by as much as 10. Pass to Towns. Hart, wide open. He fires. Off target from outside. Bulls trail by 4. Herder with it. And it's Clarkson picking him up.
And we always talk about making your teammate better. That assist was right on target.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Jalen Smith. Buzelis comes in for Williams. Okoro's checked in for Dosumu. And Jones subbed in for Kevin Herder. And then for New York, OG Anunoby's checked in for Yabusele. Mikal Bridges comes in for Josh Hart. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Clarkson. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Mike Brown was just reviewing the plan with his team. He dug into his team for being too complacent on offense, saying, you're just chucking up the first 3 you see out there. Be more patient on offense, move the ball around, make the defense work. Guys, let's see if ball movement improves out there.
All right, Allie, we thank you for that. And here is Giddey. After the three-pointer from Karl Anthony Towns. Here's Buzelis. He's guarded by Anunoby. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. Here we've got Brunson. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Vucevic pulls it down. And it's Jones with the ball for Chicago. They played a great fourth quarter defensively, allowing only 3 points.
This kid, Buzelis, loves these types of situations. He wants to be the guy they go to in the big moments.
Now, here's Shannon. Oh, the floater is good.
Sometimes your only option is to go to the floater, and that is money.
Here's Vucevic. Got it to go off the glass.
Wow, Vucevic with the big-time delivery. The Montenegrin says, that's my shot.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Jalen Brunson. And the 3 misses. Bulls trail by 3. Here's Buzelis. Rebounded by Anunoby.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
The 3 goes down.
That's just outstanding floor awareness from Jalen Brunson. It doesn't matter if he's at the 1 or the 2. He always makes the right play.
Giddey sets the pick for Jones. Now Vucevic. Towns with the rebound.
Right, sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Jones against Brunson. And he gets it to go.
Inside, Towns can be so physical, guys, and that makes him tough to cover.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear. And immediately. .46 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Rebounded by Towns. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Here we've got Brunson, and it's out of bounds. Last touch by Jones.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Now, here's Shamet. Giddey defending. Towns a screen on Giddey.
Well, Vucevic showing a willingness to work on the defensive end. That's nice.
Fires from way outside. Towns with the rebound.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
So it's New York picking up the win. And tonight, not just a regular season win, it also counts in the NBA Cup standings.
And if you look at the teams that advance in the Cup, you normally have to win this first game, so they're off to a strong start.
And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. And now, our player of the game, Karl Anthony Towns.